It's the Honourable Artillery Company first. Playing at number 1, could we please have Trooper Patrick O'Riordan? They're in the blue shirts. Playing at number 2, could we have the match? And it's on, it's away, the ball's in play. So, Derivas in the number 3 shirt for the infantry, pops the ball forward. It's picked up by Gerard O'Connor. Pops it forward, but it's going to be a backhand by the infantry. Well backed, wrapped around the tail. Picked up by Sugden. Sugden on the line. Derivas leans out of the south, tries to get hold of that one, but that's unfortunate there before. It's Johnson. Johnson storms over the halfway line in the yellow hat. Absolutely flying down the field. What a fantastic shot to goal. It's looking pretty good. This could be the first score for the HAC. Can he finish it off? He's got to stick to it. He dribbles, and the ball's through. The HAC put the first goal up on the board. Defend this, it's a dramatic penalty. Let's see how he does with it. Strikes the ball nicely. It's along the ground. It's got good accuracy. It's picked up, however, by the infantry players. It's Ben Marshall. Ben Marshall lofts a cracking shot way down the field. Derivas there playing solid defensive work. Waits up, turns, looks. Nice backhand. Strikes it round the tail. Who's it going to be picked up by? Johnson. Johnson plays a little open backhand there. It's picked up, however, by the infantry team. Marshall again. Coming across the field, it's Gansbetti. The ball's left behind, picked up by O'Riordan. O'Riordan overrides the ball, is left behind. Johnson. Johnson gets stuck in there, picks it up, turns the ball around, goes for the tap again. He's got red shirts all over him, he can't quite control it, he's left behind. Little backhand there from Sugden. Sugden met by O'Connor.
That's it, boss it, Tim.
Forward. Big ride off in there, solid pushing. But it's going to be the number 1, it's going to be Gansbetti. Gansbetti in the striking position, running down the field towards goal. Could this be an answer for the infantry? The infantry player, Gansbetti, right in front of the goal. And it's through as the flag waves. The infantry, this is a serious match and they both desperately want to win. The number 3, the infantry, Nick Swift. Nick Swift goes to the big shot, can't connect. Derivas looks for a clever play, doesn't manage to pull it off as next 2 come down the line. O'Connor goes to the backhand, doesn't connect.
On it, Patrick.
Marshall comes in now, Derivas under the neck, neat little pass up to Johnson. Johnson picks up on the near side, now goes for the big neck shot as he opens his pony up going down the field. Keeps control of the ball as he approaches halfway line, goes to the big shot, he hasn't quite connected with it, checking up, desperately trying to get back on the line. But it's going to be infantry with a backhand, no, picked up well there. Passed back up to Johnson. Johnson, the first goal scorer of the match, goes to the big finish, pushes the ball towards the goal. He's got a tricky backhand to try and get this into the post. Goes for the near side, but didn't follow Marshall. Marshall taps, controls the play, looks up, where is forwards? Derivas is marking well up at the back door, but Marshall tries to go through on his own, doesn't get hold of it. Backhand on the near side by Gerard, but one of the players appears to be working extremely hard in the first half of this chukker. So he changes from the grey pony onto the dark bay and returns to the field. Brings the ball in. It's backed up by Nick Swift, but it's Marshall. Marshall overrides the ball. Swift lofts a great shot right up to the front door. What a fantastic opportunity for Gansbetti. He's got a tricky shot to goal. Just gets hold of it to keep the ball in play. Now Derivas backs this one. Frantic defensive work from the HAC team. They need to get this as far away. The first bell that you heard is the 30-second warning bell. So the clock is ticking and time's running down. Picked up now, the infantry trying to bring this one in. It's going to be Marshall. No, he can't quite get hold of it. Tries to play the backhand in as Nick Swift arrives on the scene. Again, Derivas plays the backhand. Pony lines, the red shirts, the infantry going towards the scoreboard, and the ball is in play. Ben Derivas, great work in the line out, bringing that ball out now. Derivas loose on a quick horse. Derivas goes to the big shot, strikes that fantastically. What an amazing shot down the field. Derivas, he might have overhit this one. He's got to catch up with that ball. It's a difficult neck shot to goal, but there's a backhand in there from Swift. Now, a couple of players override. It's picked up by O'Connor. O'Connor pops it through the post of the HAC. It's 2 goals apiece. Landing in front of the goal mouth. The players return, the end's changed, and the ball's back in play. Good little backhand there by O'Riordan. Picked up by Johnson. Johnson goes down the field. Johnson's got to play it on the near side. Just gets hold of that one. Picked up however by Marshall. Marshall with the backhand. Sugden speeds the ball up a little bit. Derivas is coming down the line the other way, but he doesn't connect with it. Too much intimidation there from the number 1, Gansbetti. Gansbetti overrides the ball. Number 2 now. No, 3. It's Swift. Swift sends the ball up to Sugden. Sugden on the near side, still dribbling it down the wall. Hard riding there from O'Connor. Big backhand now from O'Riordan. Back to gain by Johnson. A good bit of distance on that one. Well read, however, by Marshall. He returns back in defence, plays the backhand himself. Doesn't quite get an angle on it. It's picked up by one of his players. No, Nick Swift calls his number 2 off that one. Swift now. Derivas shadows him. Looks for the ride-off. Gets stuck in. Good play by him. Sugden strikes the ball well into the goal mouth. Now Ken Betty picks up the line, goes to the finish, taps it forward. It's picked up, however, by HAC. And the number 4, Johnson, sends a huge shot down the field. What a play. Now he's out the front loose. Marshall runs back fast on a very quick pony, but he's left the ball behind. Derivas backs up nice. He doesn't connect with it like he did in the first part of that shot. Derivas turns up onto the ball, now takes it down towards the clubhouse. Lofts a good shot forward, looking for his forwards. Derivas calls to go on his own, goes round the umpire. Derivas, what a shot down the field. He's playing fantastically in this chucker. Derivas with an opportunity in front of the goal. What a goal, Ben Derivas. So the HAC taking this chucker by the horns. It's 3 goals to 2. The players return to the So the ball back in play. Ken Betty at number 1 picks that ball up beautifully. Hooked, however, by O'Connor, manages to stop him. Backhand there by O'Royden. Picked up by Marshall. The ball's robbed away from him by the HAC's number 4, Johnson. Good near side play, brings the ball forward, pops it off the board, picks up the line well. The pony kicks it forward, great pony as he comes past the clubhouse, sends a shot cross court to his number 1. What a pass up to O'Royden. Great riding off by him as he takes the opposition number 1 out. Good defensive work there. Nick Swift comes in, Nick Swift, big next shot up the field, pings it off the boards, just keeps it in play. Now O'Royden waits up for him, holds on, waits on for the man. But Nick Swift on an incredibly quick pony, shoots out to the front of the field, now storming down to the goal, the number 3 for the Infantry, Nick Swift, with a great opportunity on the 60-yard line, sends the ball flying up. He's overcooked it a little bit, it's going back. He's got to play the open backhand, just manages to keep it in the goal mouth. Now the next player down the line is going to be Johnson with the next shot. Now the near side play, leaves it behind. This is still a tricky situation for the HAC team. It's still in possession of the Infantry. The Infantry trying to turn the ball around as Marshall finds himself with Derivas. Derivas there to save the day, tries to bring the ball. He's left it right in front of his goal. Backed up nicely by O'Connor, and the whistle's gone. Okay, so here we go. The Infantry down towards the scoreboard. The HAC up to the pony lines. Adam Wyatt throws the ball into play, and we are off. Johnson fighting hard there with Nick Swift, pops the ball forward. It's O'Connor on the ball, but he's left it behind. Derivas backs up nicely on the pretty grey pony. Derivas goes to the next shot, trying to punch it up to the forward. Derivas gets a bit of distance, but not quite enough. He's backed up by O'Royden. O'Royden ridden over the ball by Sugden, and there's a quick turn there. Both Infantry player and the HAC defence. The ball goes in favour of the HAC. Infantry pick up possession again. Sugden tapping the ball. O'Connor does enough to pressure out of that one. Picked up by Ken Betty, backed up by Marshall. Now it's picked up by Derivas. Benjamin Derivas goes all the way out to the boards. Now checks up. Where is forwards? He's going to want someone to pass to. Derivas finds the ball a little bit stuck on the boards there. It's picked up by O'Connor. O'Connor now leaves it behind as Derivas opens up that pony on a run to goal. Derivas pops the ball in the air, tries to pluck it out, play a bit of tennis, doesn't get hold. Good clearance shot there by Swift. Leaves it a little bit on the back line. Derivas picks up the new line, backs the ball beautifully, leaves it right in front of the goal. Johnson tries to snap that one up, but what a turn. Derivas tries to get to the near side play first. Great riding there by Marshall. Marshall does enough to get to the ball. Now Sugden in front of the clubhouse. Sugden hooked by O'Royden. O'Royden backed up as again Johnson trying to pick that ball up. Nick Swift strikes that one excellently. That's penalty taking perfection. That's straight through the post for the Infantry to make it 4 goals to 3. Great 60-yard penalty taking there. Backs it nicely to his number 1, Ken Betty. But the whistle's gone again out there on the field, and Leaves your Ben Marshall, strikes that ball beautifully, the flag waves, that's fine. It's going to be Johnson picking it up, no, Kensbetty, near side, Derivas, next shot, takes the ball around, across his own goal mouth, again, gets a stick to it, now Derivas pushes his pony forward as he comes up to pass the clubhouse. Derivas again, a fantastic shot, he's absolutely flying over the halfway line, Kensbetty storms back but he can't get there. Derivas, the ball moves, it pops up in the air, it's left behind, Swift with the backhand, doesn't get enough distance on that one, and it's Johnson steaming up the line. If the HAC still on the tack, Johnson leaves a little bit behind. Picked up well by Sugden, however. Now the infantry try to reply. The infantry in possession now and facing in the right direction. Sugden hooked by O'Connor, backed up nicely by Nick Swift. Nick Swift lofts a long ball over the top. Now O'Connor's got to run back in the chase. He's got to try and get there, but Nick Swift's looking pretty strong as he approaches the 30-yard line. He's left it behind. Backed up by Kensbetty. Doesn't connect with the next shot. Derivas again now with the clearance shot.
Can we go back down? Yeah.
Going the long way around, this time taking it out towards the picnic side. Derivas near side, offside, juggles the ball around. Great play from him, keeps hold of it, sends a big shot forward, trying to find Johnson. Johnson picks up back in. The HAC win the line out. It's going to be O'Royd. O'Royd hooked, however, by Swift. Ball pops forward. Johnson, great shot forward, out from under the stick of Marshall. It goes forward in favour of the HAC. Derivas trying to get hold of this one, called off, but as Johnson sends a big pass over the top, Derivas opens up a quick play. He's got to go on the near side. No, he makes the ride off, plays a great offside shot straight towards the goal. The first one on the line. It's going to be O'Royd, and storming down the line as Swift comes in now. The umpires felt that one was all right. And the infantry now try and clear the ball up, try and take it away to safety. Solid riding off there, but actually such solid riding off that it appears that Marshall has dismounted. Ball is back in play. The HAC have got the short way to go to goal. Derivas picks up the ball well, passes it up to Johnson. Johnson under the neck again. Leaves it behind for Derivas. Derivas strikes that ball well and it's straight through the post. What a goal by there for the infantry. The HAC still having discipline problems out there on the field this afternoon. It's brought forward by Marshall. Marshall goes past one player. Approaches the second. Derivas waits for him. Chased by O'Connor. O'Connor puts enough pressure on to disrupt that. Good backing up there. Great teamwork from Swift. Swift still there. Brings the ball forward. Sends it up to Sugden. Sugden pressured by Johnson. Johnson gets a hold of this one. Tries to turn the ball around. Leaves it by Derivas. Plays a great cut shot forward. Fantastic play from Derivas, working very hard in the later stages of this match. Again, Johnson brings the ball forward, tries to send it up, bit of a hook there from Marshall. Marshall doesn't quite get hold of it, and it's still Johnson. Plays it under the neck on the near side. Now, he's got a big cut shot to goal. Gets a stick to this one, the ball rolls by Freddie Ventura. The HAC need to work extremely hard here. Derivas appears to have got hold of the ball. He tries to send it up and comes off a pony. Derivas now in possession. The HAC on the run down the field. Ben Derivas on the boards. Lofts a good shot up. Tries to pick it out of the air, but I think it's run over the boards. Brings the ball into play. Decides to go left. Marshall now takes the man out. Leaves the ball. Swift comes through. Swift sends it up to the boards. Good riding off there as O'Royd keeps the pressure on. Now we've got Gerard O'Connor. Gerard O'Connor sends the ball back. Comes off a pony. Swift tries to pick this one. Derivas working fantastically hard in this match. Derivas tries to get hold of it. It's gone out in favour of Sugden. Sugden for the infantry now on the attack. Sugden goes down the field. Picks up a lovely near side shot. What a fantastic lofted near side. There's a dog on the field. The whistle's for Lee's fine. There's a Labrador on the field. Right. Whose is that? You see, it's obvious in HAC Labrador. You can see, it's very fortunate for the HAC who were running back in defence at that moment. So, the ball's back in play, and the Labrador's on the lead. Bit of a melee ensues. O'Connor comes out with the ball. No, O'Connor's robbed by Marshall. Marshall running down the field. This is the infantry on attack. Could they make it a 6th goal? O'Connor tries to make the backhand go away, but Derivas overrides the ball. It's picked up by Swift. Swift punches it forward. The flag waves. It's 6 goals to 4. This one who's going to chase back. O'Connor does enough to get hold of this one. Sugden now. Sugden goes through Johnson. Sugden, the number 2 for the infantry. Could this be a 7th goal? This could be the nail in the coffin, unfortunately. Great riding off there by O'Connor. And Derivas solidly puts the shoulder into that one, but it's still going forward. Kensbetty puts it forward. It's going to have to be a last-minute backhand, but it's just run wide. just runs wide of the ball, so you really do need to get hold of this one, but unfortunately there is the final bell. That is going to end the fourth chukker and end the match. The Infantry run out the winners of the 105 Cup, 6 goals to 4.